Okay, let me just double check. We're live. All right. So, welcome everyone to the live stream of 032 Conversations. This podcast is sponsored by Bix Recovery Supplement. So, after a long bicycle ride, that's usually not the end of my day. I'm still a husband, a dad, and I have, work to do. So, recovery is super important to me. And after a long bicycle ride, I take Bix Recovery Supplement as part of my recovery routine. It was recommended to me by my friend Terence Go, who's an ultra endurance trail runner. And you can order yours at instagram.com/focusrecoveryph. So thank you, Bix Recovery Supplement by Focus Recovery PH for sponsoring the podcast. And over the years, 032 Conversations has had over 100 interviews. So I've been able to talk to so many interesting people. And I consider myself really lucky to be able to do that. But you can check out the interviews in the archives of 032 Conversations at 032.com. And in today's episode, we talked to Carlo Bien, Clavano de Asis. He is one of the guys of Aframe Surf Company. And I happen to have had the pleasure of joining Carlo in a surf trip once. Hopefully, when my kids are older, I'll get to do more of that. No? But really, by it was one of the best trips of my life. Those
Wow.
those trips to Lanuza.
Yeah, that's nice, bye. It's nice to kuan tag along ba. Lingaw kay to eh.
Yeah, it's just murag kanang it for me by it was like a nice excuse to just disconnect from everything. No,
Yeah, just to reflect on things, no?
lagi ba? So how are you? Musta man ka ba?
I'm good, bye. I'm good. I mean, we're coping since pandemic happened. Wala ba tourism ba.
Mo lagi.
So the company is like, yeah, it's hanging on, but it would bulk of our orders are Siargao ba. Yeah. So Siargao is literally zero. So we're trying
Mo
our
yeah,
best
like
to be product and stuff.
so you like when it was pandemic, you guys had to put A-frame on hold, yun, right?
Yeah, because we might get arrested by if we don't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, mandated man siya by the
Yeah.
department. Yeah, we're non-essential, so basically,
But you guys, I know lagi. Oh, but yeah, but I noticed you guys started making boards naman again.
yeah. When diba nag ECQ too, then it upgraded to like GCQ. We're allowed to open man GCQ, and then like ECQ again. Then we closed, and then when it was MECQ, we we were allowed to open, and then until now we're slowly recovering from all the lag back to production bitaw.
Mm. Bro, kana
Yeah,
ba? So like you mentioned Siargao, 'di ba? Unya, that's where a bulk of your orders go, and I think people are just not. Well, again, like people are not traveling right now, no.
absolutely. Yeah, wala gid by like zero.
But
So they said na
uh,
Siargao will open August and then October na sad. Pero my prediction is like I think next year pa mga third or fourth quarter or last quarter next year pa siguro murag I'll take the first step to like being kusog again ba.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. You know, 'di ba? I have some cousins who live in Siargao.
Yeah, si Lamomo.
Well, Momo lives here actually. His sister
Oh,
lives there.
mm,
Si
si
Mara,
Kuan
Onya.
by yeah, yeah. He ordered a board from us. Would I wonder
I
how
think
it's
all of
the
them
board.
ordered a board from you guys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, but
Oh,
pero like she was showing, she posted some like I guess they don't have many cases in Siargao. This was a few months ago, so like people were Kadang out and about gihapon ba? Like of course like it was like at a
Yeah.
time when Cebu was in super lockdown mode. You couldn't do anything in Cebu. Kanya sila kay murag na ay like kanang small dinner party, you know.
Yeah, just have it go by like I mean, it would be it would not suck if nag-ECQ ka dito no?
Yeah, because like you have so much space anyway, you can go out. Kato when it
Yeah.
was ECQ here, wow, it was I really struggled with it by.
Yeah, I think all of us by like how we cope with the ECQ ba. Thankfully for me, okay okay raman. Like I was bored as hell of course, pero nagbasa-basa ra siguro ko. Kanya, my wife is from Katmon by, so from March until I think June, wag kami nagkita or July
Huh?
ba. Yeah,
Wait, what? Really? Seriously?
yeah.
Like you were in
Long
Cebu
distance.
and she was in Katmon?
Yeah,
Why?
because katong nga time, I think before the pandemic, the whole ECQ lockdown thing happened. Where she had to do something sa Katmon because naamong gud na siya kuan pastry shop dito. It's called Torta no Banpa, and then she had cakes to be done, and then I had some boards to be done here and deliver some stuff bitaw. So muna, and then the lockdown happened. Wa gid mi mabuhat bay.
Like
Basig
wala
ma
na timingan lang yun, na timingan lang.
yeah, timingan gid bay
Oh my
like
gosh. I can't imagine.
yeah. So I was all alone here sa Lahog. Oh, it is.
Whoa, bro. I'm sorry, but it must be sad, but I'm laughing because you know.
Yeah, we talk all the time sa kuan sa chat and stuff like that. Yeah. Pero not going out by that time kay ako I have an itch for going out, traveling and bitaw. I think we all do. You said I think you have the bug. So
Yeah, well, I noticed by for me because that was gonna be one of my questions to you, Ngamreg. So like I know that you like to travel, no, and
uh,
what's fun for me is that the traveling that you'd like to do is actually the traveling that I would also if I got to choose like all of my own travels, it would be like basically what you kind of do, like kanang murag kinauboy gamay, kanang basically
oh,
like in my head basically what we did going to Lanuza ba, you know, get on a
like
boat,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, after the kuan, I think after nilinyat na sila gamay ba those checkpoints and all, I started to kuan by. I never thought I could run ba. That's why nag-abot bitaw ta sa
Mm.
Busay. Yeah, so I started running at that time. I think maybe last week, May or June, I think, or first week June. Yeah, I've been running ever since. Nalingaw ako ba? Like,
You weren't
lingaw.
running day before that?
I mean, running's my not my thing yet, but I was swimming before like competitive, so I could swim like 10 kilometers no problem. Bisag wa ko
Oh,
hunong-hunong ba. Pero when I jog bitaw sa Abiliana before, kanang 2 rounds bitaw sa oval, hangak na kay ko na ba? Like, so I was surprised what I could do diha sa taas. Sige na good ko consistently run ba? Like I think 2 or 3 times a week padung sa Chateau de Busay from near my house there is a JY and then taas and then walk down lang kaya I have a knee problem.
yeah, because I know I think you're doing like 10K, diba? Like I
Yeah,
remember I
pero
follow you on Strava, and then you're doing like 10K up the mountain and you're back
yeah, pero
down.
I think one way up the mountain is like almost 6 kilometers raman. So or I think 5.5, something like that. And then I walk down. Sometimes I
Mm.
run down, pero I have to ice my knee after.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So kana ba like So you got into running in the pandemic, no?
Really, lingaw gid ko. And then, as you mentioned, you have a friend nga nag-train for ultra ba? Ganahan sad kung kuan like trail run and stuff like that. I would
Oy,
like session to that bitaw.
Bay, I have gone. I have kanang. You should try it. They run in Pamutan. You know where Pamutan is?
Is that the Guadalupe nga loop?
That one is Kaluna behind the Guadalupe Church. It's near Guadalupe, Magud. You can
Yeah,
go
yeah.
to it via Guadalupe, no?
Ah, okay. Okay.
Unya,
That's,
back before the pandemic, that's where they would hold the murag kanang the trail. I don't know what it's called. Kanang they'll do these ultra distance trail runs, but so like 50K.
yeah, but yeah, that's crazy, you know. That's crazy.
But if you're, I'm sure like I know I've been biking with a bunch of them and very
Oh,
cool people by like kanang obviously very fit people.
yeah, for
No.
sure, right? Like, yeah, of course. I mean, you wouldn't do that if you weren't fit bitaw. Kay running up the hill 5K ra gali mo kapoy na gid baya gid. Like, but I wanna strengthen my knees lang sa by before I do trail running bitaw. Maybe like do a year's worth of running first uphill, and
No,
then
but
when
you can do actually I'm not an expert now, but if you talk to the guys who do the trail running, they say the trail running is probably better for your knees because it's not concrete.
okay, sige sige, I'll message you on Facebook who's your friend.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not I go with them biking, no? Like I went once trail running with
Yeah.
them. We biked up to Pamutan like a 10K loop. Unya, by I was it was not for me. Naglisod gid ko.
I'm sure, by oy, listen kay na. I mean, those distances, but it's like
Yeah.
no joke.
No, but they don't do
Yeah.
they don't do the old they don't do 50 20K on a regular basis. They'll do like a 10K kanang
Okay. Mm.
like my friend kani si Terrence, the one I mentioned up top. He runs like crazy, like a lot good, no? But when he runs, he does it like about he'll do the thing is he'll do like two runs a day, like 10K in the morning, 10K in the afternoon, and then by the end of the week he's done almost 100K, you know.
Holy crap, crap.
Yeah, grabe ni siya. Bye, I'll message you. You can follow him on like Instagram and he'll post every time he's doing a workout.
Sige,
And
boy.
he is one of those guys who's kanang exercising every day. Grabe
Yeah,
kayo.
he shows up every day, good boy. I would
Yeah,
love to get
bye.
inspired by those kinds of people, boy. Kana yan na ba?
Yeah, but yeah, if you're interested, but I know a few. I know another guy. His name's Mux. Yeah, he's the guy who does. He makes the routes for the trail running. No,
Oh,
in Pamutan. He's the
oh,
what do they call that route master or something? No, and
yeah, yeah. The
uh,
trailblazer.
Muragingan, I don't know what they call it. Yeah, like, but he's like
No,
he's
that,
he's super fit, but he's different. Kanang he's not like my other friend nga mura grabby kayo mo train. This guy is more like kanang chill ba. So nagkuyog
oh,
mig bike. Nagkuyog mig bike. He was my bunk buddy in when we did like around Cebu. Kanang we biked around Cebu in 3 days, right? And
yeah.
like
Ako ato.
yeah, the first night, inom beer. I'm like, yeah, sure, let's get a beer. Like, one or two beers or ko. But he just kept
Oh,
going. you know. Bro, oh, believe ba
ilang
na ako ni
kilos or
Yeah, and then like kanang and then we just did 200K on the bike and we were going to do another 200K the next day and then we were going to do another 200K the day after that. Bro, you know. But
Wow,
kaya rin
300.
niya.
Wow. Grabe.
Yeah.
Grabe na. Mm.
But it's lingaw.
So,
I'm sure it's fun.
yeah, lingaw eh. Yeah. Since katupod pag luag-luag na, nag-start na mag-SUP pod by sana
Ka-
paddle ba?
Kana ba? I'm so curious about that. Like, how
Yeah.
does that work? I noticed. So I follow you on Strava. You're the only guy I know who does the stand-up paddle, no?
Yeah.
And and like you're doing like 3 to 6 hours stand-up paddle, no?
Oh no, that's the I think if you kita ka sa analysis, a moving time is much lesser because tambay raman sad may ba? Like for example, our usual route is kanang Cordova to Ilutungan Island, the crossing. Yeah, when you get to Ilutungan by one time we brought our snorkels, di ba? Nag snorkeling kami. And we brought food, coffee. Actually, kami pong lot, right, Lorendo.
Amo ba?
Yeah, kuyog me at I think it was last Saturday. Lingawan na mo eh. Sunburnt yun.
Really? How long does it take you? Like, so moving time, what's the moving time?
I think it takes you if you paddle non-stop, mga an hour and a half. If you paddle really fast, I think you can do it 45 minutes, depending on the conditions would say. If the waves, okay, if the sea is choppy ba, mas dugay yun siya.
But that's still like you're on the water under the sun for like an hour and a half. Because my
And back.
I'm comparing it to cycling,
Mm. Yeah, I would like
no?
to
And
call it
then
bike by.
what did
It's
you say?
kind of like the bicycle of the ocean ba, ang SUP.
Mm,
Yeah, you have like a tool to get you around, but I think
what?
it's much more risky siguro. The ocean's so vast, anything can happen. Good.
Why? What's the scariest thing that's happened while you've been doing the stand up paddle?
I mean, kuan lang ba? I mean, you just check the weather lang siguro just before you go out, and then ang pinaka-contrary siguro nimo I think is the current.
Mm,
Yeah,
I tried
that's why
doing stand up. What by?
I kuan ba like kanang ganahan ko diha sa Hilutungan Channel because daghan ang traffic ba sa bangka bitaw daghan. Say so like something bad happens makatawag ra ko. Like help me pwede ko guyuron. Ano ra ito?
You know,
Magpaguyod.
bike, I have the same feeling kanang here in Cebu. If you go up a mountain in the middle of nowhere, feeling na kaya mo in the middle of nowhere, and then you go another kilometer and there's a sari-sari store. Yeah,
Yeah.
beside the sari-sari store, sa vulcanizing shop. Kanang yan, ano ba?
Wow. That's
And I guess
convenient.
it's almost, well, huh?
That's convenient ba?
Oh yeah. And I guess the in the Philippines it's not, I mean, it's not exactly the same because the ocean is much more vast, pero kanang there must be a lot more people on the water than normal, I guess, no?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Mas daghan tawagid sa land, I think. Okay, pero I think it's relatively safe when you cross that Lutongan Channel. It's either from Cordova to like Lutongan or the furthest island I've crossed is kanang Kauhagan Island. And then that channel kusog ang traffic sa bangka ba, mga motorized boats. So every few minutes maagian na kanila. Sometimes they say hi, sometimes they don't. So just in case something bad happens, tawag lang ka, paguyod ka ba?
No.
Yeah.
So what's the logistics of that by like kanang how do you bring food, coffee, you know?
Oh, the boards that we have, we made it ourselves, of course. And yeah, it has tie downs ba. So I just bring a dry bag full of food, coffee, water. Of course, water is the most important thing. So I just bring a dry bag and strap it in the front of the board. Wala na. And then you
You
can
don't flip
bring
over.
like it won't. And I might tie downs by like you can tighten it or loosen it up. Yeah.
No, I meant
So
like
you can
kanang when you're on the board, but there's like a level of skill needed to do it.
um okay na ba yeah, kay the board's pretty wide and then pwede na kag kuan by like a beginner usually like I have this friend si I don't know if you know him si Aris ba Quintanar.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, si Aris we went out with him sa Bantayan. Yeah, it was his first time paddling. He crossed an island by and then back pag yun. So
Yeah, he found
it's relatively not hard to do but pero I have to kuan you have to check your fitness levels okay it's kapoy sa gidya ba and then kapoy katulgo na kay ka and stuff.
what? Katugun?
Murag, oh, magkatugon ka kay kapoy naman kay ka. Seem sleepy while driving after your paddle. That's why I
You're
bring
yeah, because
coffee all.
you're exerting a lot of energy there, diba? Kanang
Yeah,
always
I guess upper body and maybe your legs if you're bending a lot, diba? I guess.
I suspect by it's similar to running and cycling in a sense nga so you're like you can so like for example when you run you can run man good in such a way nga you're not going full gas like if you look at these ultra endurance trail runners they're actually running at a low heart rate no
Yeah,
so
yeah.
so since they're running at a low heart rate they're not sprinting they're able to do it for very long and I
Mm.
suspect the stand up paddle is probably something like that also. No more you just keep moving and then kanang your heart rate probably is not going that high, no? And but if you're a beginner, more after 30 minutes of just that movement, I'm sure gikapoy na gikag maayo, but I think if you get used to it like you, I suspect your heart rate is probably not that high and you're just able to continue doing the movement and yeah, what's happening is kanang your you're expending energy ba so like you actually have to eat like carbohydrates or something on a regular basis.
Yeah, magdaram ko money ba I think.
mm.
Money, maybe some raisins ba? Para kuan. Sometimes I bring real food like magluto ko the night before and then baunon ako ba for like breakfast because I go really early like 5 a.m. Na miss dagat. Pero the difference between I think running, cycling and paddle boarding kay imo platform sa paddleboard is dynamic manggod. So unlike running and cycling it's static ba. So it depends your effort really depends on your environment bitaw. If the current's really strong, you have to paddle really strong so just to counteract that current bitaw.
And then you also have to keep your balance if the current is strong like you're also exerting effort just kind of like balancing.
Yeah, like ganina I went out nag solo ko crossing ganina. I just wanted to do a strong paddle ba crossing and back. So the water was very choppy but I fell a couple of times. So mas lisod gyud siya if kanang lihok bitaw ang dagat
mm.
compared sa placid kaay ba. So picturesque gray and very, very nice to paddle when it's like um, linaw bitaw.
How, what do you use an app to check like the current?
Yeah, windy. I checked ng Magic Seaweed, ng surf app ba, just to get a bigger picture bitaw sa kung say hangin, current. Okay. If I've been surfing a long time, so I've been checking that app for quite long sad. So I think I basically know how the Philippine current works. Sa akong perspective rin ha. I'm not an expert, but I kinda nanakay
Hmm.
intuitions or something like that pa. If it's not good or not good pa.
Murag, you have a sense of unsani like because kind of yeah, you guys look at those weather apps all the time, by
Yeah.
kamo pa can work with the current and everything. Like I look at the weather app for cycling really just to see if it rains or not. you know.
Yeah. Like, kanang example, ganina, I knew it was gonna be choppy. Kay ang habagat coming from southwestern ba. So, paddling to the island sa Ilutungan, I know the current was going north. So, it was on my left side akong mostly, my strokes was mostly on my left side para to counteract the current going north ba. So, nga na bitaw, na manasya nga na nga technicality, so to speak.
So kana ba? So for example, like si Aris, when he first did the paddleboard, did you like give him like a basic class?
Yeah, we started as a lagoon. So the lagoon was fun. It's like a swimming pool dito sa Bantayan ba, where we hold our tours bitaw dito. It's like a swimming pool. So got the hang of it there. It was like a good 30-minute na introduction. And it was May. So usually May, June, wa man naka placid man gyud because it's summertime but so hot lang.
Or like did you like teach him like basic stuff, or did you like put him out in the water right away? Bahala.
Yeah, we set gyud mo iya expectation ba nga hinay-hinay lang. Kapoy gyud ni pero hinay-hinay lang then muna. Pero Aris knew how to surf beforehand, so he has experience in open water man sad good.
Sorry, what? Pero
Aris had kuan ba, had surfed beforehand. He's been coming to Lanuza like dugay-dugay na sad. So he had experience sa open water ba. He kind of knew where the current was, ana bitaw. So sabay ra siya. So lingaw sad kayo. Tripping. We crossed Santa Fe to Hilantagaan Island and back.
yeah, but I haven't seen Aris in a while. I like hanging out with that dude.
Tripping kayo. Do you
No,
follow him on Instagram?
we got yeah. Sometimes di ko kasabot sa iyang mga post, ba?
But his level of
He's like,
intellect is there na ba?
Leon, siya like there are words that he'll post that I don't understand. Kanang mga I
Yeah.
don't is that Greek? I don't know, ba?
Russian
No,
by. He loved Russian
Russian.
memes.
Uh,
Yeah.
maybe that's why. Somebody asked by see somebody asked TV76. Have you? Let me see if I can click on it. Did you ever get caught in bad weather?
Bad weather. Maybe ganina. It was really choppy yet. I don't usually fall sa SUP. Pero ganina I fell twice. We're just I mean it's open water so if makita ka when you kanang mag island hopping bitaw ka pump boat, 'di ba? Blue ka and tubig. And when you're that close bitaw, sometimes if you're not used to it, mataha bitaw ka. So don't panic lang good muna.
Yeah, so sometimes I noticed that by like kanang I remember before I used to go to Bohol like once or twice a week, and then when it would be like heavy raining, nahibong ko nga murag, oh, we're still, they didn't cancel the boats. Kay murag, apparently, like, sometimes it's heavy raining when you like the water is pretty flat ba. But there are times nga, doesn't look like anything. Sun might be, oh,
Bye. Sorry, you got cut off there.
some of the challenges of the internet.
Yeah.
Are you there, bye?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was saying, kanang, I used to go to Bohol once or twice a week before, and sometimes the weather, like, kanang, it would be sunny, it doesn't look like anything, but the water is like really kanang grabe kadako ang waves.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Are you
Are
there?
you there? But can you hear me, bye?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can hear you now. You got cut
Yeah.
off na sad.
Ana good na. That is
Third world
the problem with the internet.
internet.
No. So this was like today was your bad weather. You haven't tried like a super bad weather good, ana. If it's really bad, you just don't go out. Like you would know.
Yeah, my wife would kill me if I go out, but I want to go out. Like anong downwinding and stuff like that. Naging outside na ba?
Yeah. So okay, what does that mean?
I mean, you go downwind, you go with the wind is at your back ba? And then usually that's ang tubig is ganang grabe ka choppy ba? So I want to do that kanang sa Pacific side na gid bitaw like Lanuza or something like that. Extreme na nun kayo pero if my wife hears this, patin ko niya ba?
Oh, the extreme na kind of downwind is if the wind is in your back and it's pushing you so pas pa ka, like you go
Mas
faster.
yeah, and you can ride those kind of big waves bitaw with your board. You go downwind. So it's not that mas di siya kay kapoy kay makasakay ka sa bawd ba?
Ah. What? But you're in the water, so like, what's the worst that can happen? You just fall in the water.
Yeah. Pero kuan ba, I take really good precautions when I'm out alone.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Okay na. I think I probably have the worst internet connection sa imong gipang interview no.
Yeah. Bye. I don't know. Sometimes it's bad. Sometimes it's bad. That's the thing. By like, you can't tell good. Like some days it's good internet. Some days it's bad internet. Wagi tayo mabuhat.
Yeah.
No. What?
Kuan ba like when I'm out alone sad, like if I solo paddle, do solo crossing bitaw, I usually take good precautions. So I make sure I have an extra paddle sa ako. I always bring like 3 liters of water, a lighter and a knife, and some rope just in case magpa-tow ko ba. Can you hear me?
Man.
Hello?
Bye.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, nakat off na sa ta.
Okay. Kana. Is it good?
Better. So you bring 3 liters of water.
Yeah, I bring an extra paddle, yeah, some knife and a knife and some rope.
Kana, that's like the essentials for you, like when you stand up paddle, especially by yourself.
By yourself. And then you should always have a leash connected yun kay di man ko mag life jacket bitaw. And then ang problema man gud sa SUP, I think if ma mabiyaan kasi mong board, by example you fall, you kick your board bitaw, and then makaon ni mong board sa current, di na gyud ka kaapas ana bay. That's the most dangerous part. Mabiyaan ka ni mong board.
Mm. Yeah, no, because the board is so much faster than you,
Yeah.
probably depending on the current.
Mm.
What's like kanang what have you what's like the sketchiest thing that's happened to you kanang stand up paddle? I know like so surfing, you even broke your arm in surfing. Can you hear me, bye?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can hear you. It's back again.
Yeah, what's the
So,
sketchiest thing kanang when you were stand up paddling?
um, the sketchiest thing for me was kanang kuan by. It was completely my fault. A stupid mistake. I forgot to bring water.
Oh wow.
Yeah, stupid mistake. So I thought it was an easy paddle, but sa mual-bual ni sa ila Eric bitaw halimana niya ni I decided to go for Pescador Island. That's I think 8 kilometers one way. So I think 16 kilometers round trip. By pagbalik, I was against the current and then pag upa man nag GCQ ato. So I was like, if mo beach ko, madakpan gid siguro kog police kaya I'm not allowed to go anywhere except Halimana bitaw. I had to pump myself up by to reach Halimana. I couldn't even carry the board after bitaw. I had my wife help me carry the board.
Really?
Yeah.
But I the no water is no joke, huh? How long were you out
4 hours by non-stop to
with no water?
with no water.
Oh my god. Did you get like a did you get a headache after or some sort of dehydration or did you get I don't know, sick right after or wala ra?
Naglabad gid ako ubay after. Then I drank a lot of water. Then I kind of had a nap and then nawala raman sad.
Yeah, that's what happens, by. That's kind of dehydration.
Yeah.
Like labad o nga murag hangover, di ba?
Yeah, mura hangover gid. Yeah.
Yeah, that happens to me with cycling, by. Murag, for some reason I'm prone to headaches.
Mo ba?
Yeah, I don't know why. Like I'll drink, I'll eat kanang, yeah, murag, I guess it's not enough. Ana. So I
Mm.
had to took me a while to figure out magsige kog experiment. Magsige kog experiment. So like
Yeah.
I'll make sure to yeah, I bring salt with me for electrolytes.
Ah, okay. That's good. That's a good idea, but I've never thought of that salt. Ito sa?
Yeah, or you know, or you can just get like Pocari Sweat or
It's expensive. So
or
I'd
a
rather have water than buy a Pocari Sweat in a
yeah.
plastic bottle.
Yeah, I know it is like kind of like ako ba, I go biking almost every day. I don't want to I don't want to buy a Pocari Sweat every day, di ba?
Yeah, exactly. Madato ra sila,
So
bay.
but admittedly very
Yeah.
helpful when
Yeah, but
needed.
sometimes makainom man gid ka when you feel like it pa.
The Pocari, yeah, no, but like So kato we did our round Cebu. Nagpo-carry sweat yun ko. Or I had enough energy to keep going for 3 days. Murag,
Yeah, ano.
it's the murag, yeah, if you that's why I'm kind of curious about the stand up. So like you said, you were out for 4 hours stand up paddling gihapon. Like it's kind of an endurance sport. It's very similar in that way in with cycling or running. I think, huh?
Yeah, well,
It
may
looks
not,
like
but
it.
yeah. Murag lingaw sad kay siya kay it gets you places ba nga like cycling or running. Murag nindot sad gid ang feeling after ba so fulfilling bitaw.
Yeah, by when you said like you did island crossing, and I just realized like I don't know what that feels like. Kanang you get yourself from one island to another. Kanang how cool is that ba?
Yeah, lipay kay Lawrence ba it was his first island crossing SUP ba at Saturday. Na virginan gid siya.
Oh ba? Lingaw kay siya, lipay kay siya.
Lingaw kay niya. We had a swell time yun, like snorkeling kay sa Hilutungan Island. It was sanctuary ba? Nindot kay ba like isda, night stingray. I think one time I saw a pawikan gani.
Mo ba? No?
Mm.
Yeah, why like the it's it's so nice being in the water, by you know.
Yeah, kuyog
I
yata, Carl. Kuyog ta ba?
let's do it when
Sige,
when the thing that we talked about off air, when mo free up na akong sked and musugot
sige.
na akong wife.
Uh, si Lawrence, kuan na yun, eh. He bought like two SUVs, I think. And yeah, gidado niya sa Hana, I think, yesterday. Lingaw kayo sila, bay.
Yeah, that's the nice thing. Hannah's just as much of an outdoors person as Lore.
Yeah, bay, yeah. They're a couple kuan good. They're a perfect couple, I guess.
Yeah, Lore like nagbike could ni Lore. That guy is ano like an active person.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he could handle himself diba, in any given sport siguro.
Like lingaw kay like I remember, bike. So, 'di ba we did the surfing, right? Unya,
Yeah,
we did Lanuza, and then I remember the first time I did Lanuza, I think I was thinking about Lanuza, about that experience for like 4 to 6 months. Like right after,
really.
like I just kept like almost every day, but I just kept going in my head. Man, when are we gonna? When am I gonna get that feeling again? No.
Ah,
Eh,
this pandemic is over, siguro. By kami, we're itching po. Our gills are dry
well,
for
no.
way.
So I was gonna say that I noticed for me, I've been able to get that feeling, to get that mimic, that feeling from cycling. Like, I think it's the kanang when you're surfing and it almost feels like flying.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think I've been able to get that same feeling for me personally with cycling. So more kog na ni chill out na ko in that sense.
Yeah, I mean, if you go on, parang ako ba yung murag surfing, cycling, SUP is all in all the same ba? Like, endurance man sad ang surfing because if you don't know, you can't paddle for a long time, di man sad ka makakuha wave, di ba?
Yeah.
You need to have a certain level of fitness, but really be kuan, kanang really have fun in the water, if kanang, so to speak, bitaw. So, muna, murag, kanang you get those endorphins siguro ba nga, lingaw gid siya bitaw. I mean, being out, I think, is kuan, yeah. I think mokalma sad ka kay with the suffering that you've endured without cycling or running or SUP or surfing. I mean, makaingon gid ka nga, problema, gamay ra ni nga problema, why? mas
Oh
kapoy
yeah.
ko diri na, di ba?
It really teaches you resilience, that's for sure. Like these types of sports. Okay, like surfing. Surfing is hard. Surfing is really hard.
Yeah, but fun if makasakay ka, di ba?
Yeah, no, but like, so the misconception with surfing is that, when people picture surfing, it's you standing on top of a board, right? But
Yeah.
the reality is 90% of surfing is paddling with the board. Kanang, your arms are really working.
Yeah, boy. That's the reality.
Grabe, but like
Surfing.
worth it kayo.
Yeah. Lingaw gid siya. Kanang dadun gikas bawd ba? Lingaw gid kaya siya. I've been the first time I rode my first wave, I think 2005 pa. Yeah, ever since 2020 na gud na karon, so dugay-dugay na gid ba?
No? Did you have surf trips that got canceled when the pandemic hit?
Yeah, of course, by like ganahan gid gaming mo surf, so whenever we get the chance and the forecast is good, mulahos gid ni. Yeah, na may surf spot sa Negros Island. I can't say where though. So nice surf spot dito. Nalindot
Uh,
sa legit waves ba niya. Kanang lingaw gid sa tiyang nga spot ba. Yeah, we've been every year habagat season na gid mi dito di gid mi ma-absent karon ra gid ang na-absent gid mi. Kaya di mi katabo.
really? Yeah, no, kada ba iba? Secretive mo kayo mo sa inyong mga spots. It's like a
Tingnan niya
surf
tao.
thing.
More tao, more I don't know. Pero di man guna akong spot. If it was my spot, I'd be generous about it. It's not my spot. It's their spot. Taga Dumaguete.
No, but I get it. I get it, man. Kay Murag, unsa ni, like, there really is, uh, more siya, there really is a limited real estate when you're surfing. If
Yeah,
there's a lot of people in the water, your your enjoyment decreases dramatically. No, I
yeah.
feel.
And Kwanzaa, secondly, it's for the safety. But if you don't know how this guy surfs, maybe he throws his board after his ride. Murag nga na bitaw. The more people there are,
Oh,
the more chances of a board hitting your head. Ana bitaw.
yeah, I'm like that, but I can't control the board. Like, I don't
Oh,
know what to do. It really flies off my feet
kaya naman a ticket ang surfing if you get wiped out
on
and
a
then
regular
you
basis.
can, yeah, you can see a person right in front of you before you wipe out. You hold on to your board.
Yeah, the problem with the etiquette is it also, you know, like people like me who have surfed like you can count the number of times, 'di ba? Like it really is are you still
Yeah,
there,
yeah, yeah,
man?
yeah. Sorry, nagputol na sad boy. Again, what were you saying?
It's okay, but we had a good run.
Yeah,
No, the problem with the etiquette in surfing is that it requires a level of skill. People like me, like I might know the etiquette. For example, I just don't have the control. No.
bye. I didn't get that again. Naputol-putol ka.
Oh, sorry. Like I was saying that the problem with like surfing etiquette is it requires a level of skill.
Yeah,
And yeah, if you
exactly.
don't have it, like me, like you can count how many. I mean, even if can you hear me, by?
Yeah, yeah, kana. I can hear you now. Pero you have to repeat it again. Sorry, bye.
Even if I know the etiquette, but even if I know the etiquette, I wouldn't have the skill level to follow it. So, diba, like if you get a wave, if somebody nakauna, you're supposed to, like, not not get the
Yeah.
wave. I don't know.
Yeah, it's called dropping
And
in.
yeah, and are you hear me?
Yeah, bay napalid ang signal sa hangin.
Where you're not supposed to drop in. And yeah,
Yeah,
me, like I work so hard just to try to get the wave. Like I don't see anything. Like my vision is probably zero na ba. Like you can't see. So people like me, I don't see the people on the left or right. So I have no idea if I'm dropping in.
yeah. Wala bay. If you're starting out, everything goes so fast, no? But
Hmm,
when you keep surfing and surfing and surfing, over the years, murag mo slow down na siya.
oh,
Say
for
mo
sure.
pananaw. I mean, yeah. So, aware na ka ba? You have a certain presence of mind that you need to look to your left or something like that. You need to grab your board. And, pero it takes kuan ba? Okay, we're not a surf spot in Cebu, sadly. Oh, so it takes a while for occasional surfers, even me, occasional. Pero I've been doing it since sa una pa, so I kind of am, yeah, relatively good at it, I think, in my own perspective.
How long? So since you're not surfing every day, how many like surf sessions does it take for you to like kind of get that muscle memory back?
um, I would think the first thing that you would feel right away is your ribs ba hurting. Diba you've
Oh
experienced that?
yeah.
Yeah. That's the first thing that you would feel right away. And then I think it would take some time for me to get used popping up the board. Ano bitaw? Maybe like ako lang, maybe like 4 or 5 days until I'm really comfortable ba.
Mo ba? Wow, that's like a whole surf trip na for me. You know,
Yeah.
how long is your how long are your trips when you go out?
Usually mga 10 days to 2 weeks, ana.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, but
But your classmate ni ko Nix, every November, 1 month gina siya. Usually I do
oh
one
well,
month.
well if you can do it, why not, diba?
Yeah, ba? Yeah.
I'm surprised that you guys haven't moved to a place that just has regular surfing.
Kuan ba? I mean, we love Cebu ba? And then our family's here. At the same time, it's very kuan sad, economical for us to be here because not only is it nga mong client Siargao nasa Bay Manila and Leyte or whatever, all over ba. So it's very easy to ship things here and cheap.
Mm.
And when you talk about surfing sad as well, musig adto sa sa Samar, right? So it's very convenient sad if you're in Cebu to go to Samar compared if you're Gikan ka Surigao, it's much further man dito.
From the perspective of like anang traveling to all of these different places.
Exactly.
But I would have thought like it would have been better to just like kanang live in a payag somewhere, and then you wake up in the morning, you look out the window, and then you say, "Oh, nindot lagi ron," and then you get your board, and then you just walk to the shore. But I guess you'd be surfing like the same beach almost every day.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, pero yeah, it would be nice and kuan man if hadn't it be for the pandemic, I think Siargao is a really good place to move because nana may opportunities dito. I mean, a lot of opportunities dito. Like you can work, you can do business. I mean, the economy there is really good. I mean, people
Oh
are
yeah.
making good money, and I'm sure you know si Lamomo.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're well. I don't know now, no, but they basically Their whole family moved there except Momo.
Exactly. So, so muna,
Yeah.
nindot gid it ko before the pandemic hit. So, karon they're really struggling man sad. It's sad, but I mean, daghan kay offers at bitaw. Anang daghan mo rag kaila nga ganahan ka mo palit ani nga ipa-assume or whatever dito lagi. Daghan ng clothes.
Yeah, that's the thing with this with the pandemic by like anang I think if like my view with this whole thing, but like I found it easier to just realize nga, well, I mean, this is already the way I was thinking, but
Hmm.
it cemented it even more, but just to like live a simpler life, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean, it's just easier, and you don't need much anyway.
Exactly.
Most
Yeah.
people don't need much. Like me, I have my wife, my kids, and if I get to do a
You're
bike
right.
ride every day, you know, pwede na.
Exactly. I think the simpler you live, the better the happier you are, I guess.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
ako ba eh. I truly believe that. Like,
Mm.
murag kanang I suspect that I actually don't know if this is true for you, but like kanang at least for me, like I've sacrificed uh kanang I've sacrificed money in favor of time and freedom, for example. No? Like,
Yeah, for sure. To begin with, imagine ko sad ka ng, I'm really not a material guy or a material person, so I don't buy things a lot. I never buy things. I could buy like, mo na akong wife manung gisi ako t-shirt. Ana, bitaw. I really don't go on. I mean, it never crossed my mind kanang kinanglan na di kong palit kay kuan nakaayo daw murag dili presentable pero gamay ra gud kay nga busdot good nga na bitaw. So I need to buy. So nagpalit lang ko dito sa downtown na bukda para di man reklamo.
wala ba eh? Because of the pandemic, nobody's going out naman. Nobody.
So I go out. I think I only have three pairs of pants and then a stack of shirts. Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, bye. Like I have I have two pairs of jeans and three or four shorts and then like random shirts that
Yeah, bitaw.
I almost never wear now because we're at home all the time. I only wear a sleeve shirt when I have like kana mga ingani nga interviews.
Uh, ako ba this shirt hasn't been kuan gani. This is my uran. Kanang pang-uran ba?
Which pang uran?
Kanang my house shirt. Yeah,
Oh,
hasn't been laundry for like a week.
oh my god.
Nobody's smelling it all. I mean, who cares?
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I
Yeah, my
change
wife
shirts
is
every day.
not galon, so I don't need to smell that good.
Yeah, I have my wife and two kids. They're here, so Murag. I think I will hear it from them first.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But when I'm with my wife, I make sure I go on. I keep myself go on humot.
Well, that's what I realized, huh? Katong like doing the trip like Lanuza. Actually, Lanuza for me was really like mind changing. That's one of the things that made me realize that you don't need a lot. Like
Yeah.
because you can't bring a lot. It's such a hassle to bring a lot of stuff. So I remember kanang I just brought like the bare essentials. Like I brought a laptop gani just so that I could work. But really I
Yeah.
realized I wasn't using it because there was no internet. So and and then that kanang murag that I feel like I really think in many ways by that trip really kanang murag made me realize yun nga Kana ba, going back to not needing a lot, it made me feel that in a very real way. No?
Nindot bitaw ba kay ako if ever may in Lanuza, let's say we do a long surf trip, no? I usually bring two pairs of board shorts to get. Pero I kinda dili dili magamit ang usa if dili magkisi ang isa. Ano bitaw?
Yeah, no, I can understand. Like you just it's getting wet every day, you know? What's the
Yeah, but
pero kana ba?
pero labhan lang gini mo like I think twice a week nang panan lang mong soap ba kay na may go na UTI siya, way laba-laba
Ah,
yang
really?
short. Yeah, so I mean the bacteria siguro sits in bitaw. So
Oh, good to know.
so labhan lang let's say every 3 days, every 2 days. It doesn't need to dry, but labhan lang mo ba para patay ang kagaw.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, by like the kanang kanang the cycling. I we did the I found this hack on YouTube,
Yeah.
like how to you could basically do a whole, like, let's say like a whole week or whatever, like a month's worth of cycling on one pair of cycling shorts.
Walay
And
laundry.
well, I mean, you kind of have to wash it. You'll have to wash it, no? Pero like, there's a way to like dry it. Nga murag
Ah,
pwede na. Like
yeah.
apparently, like there's like you wash it now, and then you get as much water out of it as possible. Yeah, the cycling shorts would have like pads. There's like foam inside,
Yeah,
no?
there's fast.
And then you unroll a towel. Then you
Mm-hmm.
put the thing on the towel. Kana you flatten it on the towel, and then you roll it. You roll it, and
Uh,
then so you roll it into the towel, and then you have the towel now, it's rolled, and then you just really like squeeze it, like really squeeze it, so
for
that the
leverage.
water inside, yeah, like gets out and it goes to the towel.
Ah,
Oh,
nice, bye.
yeah, and then like after that, like you just hang it, and then next day, pwede na ka mo ride.
Mm. And usually, my running gear food, I have only for two outfits. I call it type A, type B uniform.
Oh,
Takong running niya. Ipauga na ako ba eh. The thing is with this weather that we're having for the past week, dugay lang di siya mauga niya. Mubaho siya ba if di siya mauga. For when it's sunny and hot outside, convenient kayo kay mauga man nimong mga type A o type B uniform.
yeah, yeah. No, but that's cool, ba? That you want to do the trail running. You should. I kanang unsa ni gyud? I'll it's a little bit tough lang now with the whole COVID, no? Because people aren't really running with other people they don't really know. But
Mm.
kanang you know, kanang if something's happening with you, you can just
Oo, naputol
with
sa...
them.
Okay.
Can you hear me, by?
Yeah, we had a good run dito sa internet thing. Ano, is it okay?
Kaya na mo pang na siya.
Napalid na sa hangin.
Okay. But if you're really interested, like in the trail running, nag a group here. It's easier to get to it when one has said.
What is that?
How about now? Pwede na?
Kana. That's good.
Yeah, the trail running by would have been easier to get into when katong wala pa to'y pandemic, no? Because they really have like kanang people mas open ang mga tao to like have people just run with them to join and ana ba,
Yeah,
no?
yeah. Pero sige lang, I just wanna connect even if dili makarun kay I'm planning next year pa ko mukuan kay mahadlok lagi ko sa tukod bay.
Yeah. But if running up Busay, like kanang you can do a 10K Like I did it,
Yeah.
no? Um, I just by when I did it, ba. So I biked up to the to
Mm.
Pamutan, and then I don't have running shoes, so I wore my kanang Vans,
Oh shit.
you know. Yeah, boy, it was a struggle. Like there
Yeah,
was
which
like
bands would you buy?
there was huh? What by?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What were you saying?
No, it was like a struggle. Okay, when you're doing the trail running, like apparently your shoes need to kind of bite into
Rock.
the dirt,
Yeah, or
no?
rock. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, Vans, like really old Vans, they're basically smooth, di ba? There was one trail nga ako mga kauban, they're like, they're really trail
Yeah.
runners, but they know what they're doing. Yeah, me, I'm doing it for the first time. We went down this like really
Oh,
steep hill. Sila ba, it's like they flew down the hill. Or kana mo paspas kay sila ng dagat.
oh,
Ana. Yeah, me, I'm going down. I'm putting my hands in the back. I'm my I, I'm like sliding down very slowly.
yeah. Bye.
Nauwaw na lang ko with them. Me?
Yeah, I think I would
Can
do
you hear me
the same
now?
my first time siguro bye. Kay tungod lagi ako ni problem.
Yeah, but they're good people, really good people, really fun, chill. I mean, they're just like you and me, ba? Like really chill
Yeah, yeah.
people. No?
That's good bye. Hopefully someday puhon makahigayon
Yeah.
ta after this pandemic. So if nanay vaccine, wishing. Pero yeah,
Sus, mga next year pa na ba?
yeah. Late next year pag bye.
Yeah, like once it comes out, you have to figure out a way to give it to 8 billion people.
Exactly. And distribute it by yeah, the logistical nightmare that would entail.
Yeah, but you know what? I could be wrong, ha. Like kanang so apparently, I was listening to a podcast. And yeah, apparently, tuberculosis at some point, I think in the U.S. was the number one killer. No,
Hmm.
and I don't think there is a cure for tuberculosis. I
I
could
don't
be
know
wrong.
about that.
So, but apparently they just made it very like kanang people just adapted. Like they started having cleaner food, kanang murag making in a way kind of what we're doing with COVID ba. So
Oh,
people are just wearing masks now, and then now since everybody's wearing a mask, uh, the the rate of kanang infections has like dramatically dropped. No, so
yeah.
even if no one ever finds a cure, ang pait lang is that if no one finds a cure, then everybody is kind of like a walking bubble, no? And
Yeah.
it's
Exactly.
I've been
I hope
thinking
they
about
find it.
you hope they find a cure.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I've heard the Russians are on it. Maybe there's vodka.
Oh, no. Yeah, one of the things that I've been thinking about, Baiba, is like kanang it which doesn't apply to you or me, but I wonder what it's like kanang being early to mid 20s and then like kanang dating, no? And then,
Oh,
di ba?
yeah,
Like how
by
weird would that be? No?
virtual,
L-
virtual everything. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, but like, di ba weird? No, but like, let's say you're like, kanang nanguyab pa ka ba, for example.
Yeah,
And then,
I don't know how to do it, by. I mean, I will have to think it over, Karun, after this. If oh no, think about it. It's hard, by.
yeah, like you can't even So you can't even go close to another person.
Yeah.
Like, di ba now it feels really weird. Like if you're close to another person, like all of a sudden your alarms go on. You don't really work. Oh, then start going backwards. No,
Mm.
and
Some
I
people
can't imagine
tayo.
what.
Some people hostile kay ba? Like, troll.
Oh, like yun, yeah, I don't know. It's just I would be curious to kanang talk to somebody who's actually like trying to date people, you know, and
Oh
then
my, that's
just
you right there.
wonder what that's like. No?
Yeah, bye. At tayo, bitaw, no? If you really think about it, ba, the trouble that they're having with that, bitaw. I'm glad
Yeah.
I'm married.
Oh yeah, me too, bye. Yeah, like I can't kanang I but you kind of did it in a way ba like kanang okay, so like you were by yourself for like what like March
Yeah,
to
I think June, last week of June, maybe. Something
no
like that. Yeah.
and I mean at least you had like kanang your wife to you got to talk to her ana ba but can you imagine like kanang some of these kids these like early 20-year-olds let's say like they don't live anymore with their parents like they for whatever reason like they have an apartment and
Mm.
then they're by themselves no.
Yeah. Di pagid taga Cebu. If to add fuel to that fire, ba? Yun na bitaw.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Yeah, lisod din. Lisod. I mean, um, I think majority of the human race is really struggling with.
Yeah. Well,
Mm.
so bye. We've been talking for over an hour. I hope to see you in real life and really chat.
Likewise.
No.
Yeah. Have a few beers, Carl.
Na.
Kitang Lawrence. Yung SUP will bring beers. Oh, that's gonna be a bad idea. Sorry. Don't we do that.
But naman, dili, that's not. Is that really a bad idea? That's not really a bad idea.
I mean, what if
One or
Lore
two
brings
ba?
a case?
Yeah, it might be a bad idea. One
Yeah.
lang, one or two.
One or two,
Eh,
yeah. Let's limit.
Yeah, I
I think
don't, I don't, I don't drink to get drunk anymore, bay. Hindi na ko ana.
we're over that, by what? I mean, nakainom ito ko 3 beer. I think 4 beers. Like, katong before pandemic ba, ko, oh my God, nag-hangover na ko the day after. Or, na kayo, iguwang na gid ko na.
And you're younger than me. So dugay-dugay na
I
ko ni
know, a
feel ana.
year. And only a year on the,
Mo ba?
oh,
Yeah, bay.
yeah.
Sus. Anyway, so did I miss anything? Is there anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to announce or wala ra?
Oh, wala raman. Murag, that's it. I mean, like I said, I hope I'm not boring because I'm talking to no boring days.
No, bay. It's always good to hang out. It's always good to hang out with you, man. Where can people find you online?
So, kuan, sa among page.
Anything? A-frame?
Yeah,
Or you
just type,
personally, whichever.
now just type in A-frame sa Facebook or sa Instagram. Capital Tanan, AFRAME. That's it. You'll find cool boards and kuan, eccentric people who do awesome activities.
That is true. Yeah, no joke, but I always enjoyed like hanging out with you guys and wish I could do it more often.
Yeah, balik ko na to by like puhon lagi panahon niya after this pandemic thing. Balik ito tanan Lanuza. I've been itching to go there again.
Yeah, my I think my kids are almost old enough to enjoy it. Like no, they would definitely enjoy it. I mean, they wouldn't be able to surf or anything, but kanang they would like be the type who would, play on the beach and ano ba.
Yeah, for sure. But and then I'll take you to a spot there na kanang empty beach gid ba? Brown sand lang pero it's a long beach and then wag bitaw.
Yeah. No, that's
Like
the main
no,
spot, di ba?
yeah. No, it's another spot.
Oh, really?
Na dito. There's a cool, very cool cave sa Lanuza that we can take you po. Nakalimot lang ko sila at that time when you were there. Did you
O
go
ka
to
na.
that cave ba? Ito? Wala, no?
I can't remember. We did like a tour. There was like a day nga murag walay waves. And then they just
Yeah.
decided to do a tour. I can't kanang something. Yeah, there was another place.
Mm,
There was another place nga it was by the shore and yeah, murag with big rocks and then the water would really hit the rocks. And the
sa
guy was
Laswita.
oh na I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's like a watchtower also. Kanang ana. It was cool.
Yeah. That place is something else by. It's magical for me. Yun. I'm glad we stumbled upon Lanuza pa.
Yeah, or maybe makakuyog minimo sa somewhere ba? Okay ba? Kanang if inyo i-share ang inyong surf
Adi,
spot.
uy. Tuta, di Lawrence. God to.
Ah, yeah, okay. I figured it might be the one that Lore keeps going to.
Yeah, he's always raving about Samar good. And even me. Nindot jud Samar sa bay. Like, bro, you need to plan it kay it's much economical if you bring a van. Then daghan
Mm,
mo ba? Pag-amot-amot mo sa logistics going there.
yeah, well, when this is all over, hopefully we get to do that.
Yeah, bye.
All right,
Panahon ra
man.
gyud.
Yeah.
Panahon. Yeah.
All right. So, good talking to you, bye.
You
I
too,
will
bye.
I will see you. Unsa ni? Probably in Busai running.
Yeah. Good. Sige, sige.
All right.
Alright, bye.
Good talking to you, bye. I'll end it,
You,
huh?
yeah. Salamat sa higayon.